If you had just 24 hours to leave Australia, where could you actually go? Not just to visit, but to live, work remotely, and give yourself a real exit plan if things at home start heading in a direction you're not comfortable with. In this video, I'm going to walk you through countries where Australian passport holders can land quickly, often with no prearranged visa, no job offer, and no massive investment upfront. Some of these places give you 6 months to a full year on arrival. Several allow legal remote work, and few offer clear pathways to long-term residency or even citizenship. I'll explain how long you can stay, income or savings expectations, and which countries work best as long-term landing pads versus temporary escape routes. Let's start off with the strongest year-long options. The first country on this list is Georgia. Now, Georgia gives Australians one of the most flexible stays available anywhere. You can enter visa-free and stay for up to 12 months with no paperwork in advance. There's no requirement to apply for residency just to remain legal during that year. Georgia operates on a territorial tax system, meaning foreign sourced income is generally not taxed. That makes it especially attractive for remote workers, freelancers, and online business owners. The cost of living is low, infrastructure is solid, and cities like Tbilisi and Batumi have well established digital nomadic communities. After your first year, you can either leave briefly and return or formalize your stay by registering as an individual entrepreneur, which can lead to renewable residency and eventual permanent residency status. Georgia works extremely well as a low-cost, low-friction landing pad while you figure out a long-term plan. The next country on the list is Albania. Albania allows Australians to stay up to a full year visa-free. You simply arrive and receive a 12-month stamp, and there's no application process beforehand, no fees on arrival. Remote work is widely tolerated. The cost of living is extremely low, and it's one of the cheapest places in Europe to base yourself for an extended period of time. A single person can live comfortably in roughly $700 to $1,000 per month, depending upon your location. If you decide to stay longer, Albania offers temporary residency permits that can be renewed annually, and eventually this could lead to permanent residency status. The main downside of Albania is that Albania is not in the EU or Schengen, so it's more of a standalone landing pad rather than a gateway to Europe. The third country on this list is Paraguay. Paraguay is one of the most underrated residency options in the world. Australians can enter visa-free and then apply directly for temporary residency with relative modest financial requirements. This residency can later be converted easily into a permanent residency status. Paraguay also uses a territorial tax system, meaning foreign income is not taxed locally. The cost of living is extremely low, and residency requirements are flexible compared to many other countries. It's not flashy, it's stable, it's affordable, it's very friendly to foreigners who want a legal base outside of their home country. The fourth country on the list is Uruguay. Uruguay offers a very different vibe. It's one of the most stable and politically calm countries in Latin America with good infrastructure, good healthcare, and high standard of living. Australians can enter visa-free, apply for residency from within the country. Uruguay has a clear path for temporary residency to permanent residency and eventually citizenship. The trade-off is cost. Uruguay is slightly more expensive than most of the South American countries, but in return you get long-term security and strong legal protections. The next country on the list is Portugal, and Portugal remains one of the most popular European options for Australians. You can enter the Schengen area, visit visa-free, and then apply for residency through routes like the digital nomad visa or other long stay permits. Portugal offers a clear path to permanent residency after 5 years and citizenship thereafter, without requiring you to renounce your Australian passport. It's one of the most straightforward EU countries for Australians who want a long-term European access through income requirements, although the income requirements are higher than Eastern Europe or Latin America. The next country on the list is Panama, and Panama gives Australians a 6 months visa-free on arrival and operates on a territorial tax system, meaning foreign income is not taxed locally in Panama. For longer stays, Panama offers multiple residency options, including a digital nomad visa and permanent residency pathways through employment, investment, or economic ties. The country uses the US dollar, has strong banking infrastructure, and is well positioned for travel throughout the Americas. Panama is especially attractive if you want a long-term residency without global taxation. The next country on the list is Mexico. Mexico allows Australians to stay up to 180 days on arrival, though the exact length is at the discretion of the immigration officer you encounter at the border. Remote work exists and in a gray area, but is widely practiced for foreign employers. For longer stays, Mexico offers a temporary residency visa based on income or savings, which can be converted into permanent residency after the first 4 years. Mexico combines proximity, culture, strong expat infrastructure, and clear long-term options, making it one of the most practical choices in the Americas. The next country on the list is Mauritius, and Mauritius is an increasingly popular option for Australians looking for stability outside Europe or the Americas. It offers a premium visa for remote workers, a territorial style tax system for many foreigners, and a high quality of life. English is widely spoken, infrastructure is solid, and the country offers long-term residency options if you meet income or investment thresholds. The next country on the list is Latvia. Latvia provides EU access with lower costs than Western Europe. Australians can enter Schengen visa-free and apply for residency through digital nomad or business-based routes. It's not the easiest country administratively, but it offers a quieter, low-profile way into the EU with a clear residency framework. The next country on the list is Vanuatu. Vanuatu is one of the closest and the fastest option for Australians. It offers long-stay visas, business pathways, and one of the fastest citizenships by investment programs in the world. While it's not cheap, it provides unmatched speed and proximity. If your priority is immediate relocation outside Australia with minimal culture adjustment, then Vanuatu is the ideal choice. Now, if you're feeling urgency about leaving Australia, that feeling is valid, but it's important to act strategically and not emotionally. Some of these countries are best as short-term paths, others are better for permanent relocation, and a few offer both. The key is to pick the country that solves your most immediate problems first, get on the ground, and then make long-term decisions once you settle out. You don't need to have everything figured out before you go. You just need options, and now you have them.